organization, we'd like to welcome you to Growden Memorial Park in game 1 of 2 today. Featuring the visitors on the scoreboard, the Kingsmen baseball team from South Carolina, taking on your Alaska Goldpanners. Yeah, I'm liking the energy already. If you'll turn to your programs, let's meet the starting lineups for today's match. First, for the visiting Kingsmen. Batting first, the center fielder wearing number 3 is Darian Whitaker. Batting second is the shortstop, wearing the number 2, Micah Connor. Batting third is the right fielder wearing number 18, Cam Troyer. Batting fourth, the third baseman wearing number 28 is Bryce Frederick. Batting fifth is the catcher wearing number 5, Nick Solorzano. Batting sixth is the designated hitter wearing number 31, Blake Beavis. Batting seventh is the first baseman wearing number 32, Colin Patterson. Batting eighth, playing second base, wearing the number 6 is Aiden Rice. And batting ninth, playing in left field, wearing the number 23 is Jack Davis. The starting pitcher for the Kingsmen is number 27, Michael Gracer. And the rest of the Kingsmen baseball team were head coached by Mr. Joe Hudek. His assistant coaches are Tyler Baker and Ryan Sheehan. Tonight's umpiring crew is as follows. At home plate, we have Mr. Matt Newman. At first base is Mr. Scott Ginger. And at third base is Mr. Brandon Johnson. Goldpanner fans, are you ready? Let's meet the defensive starters for your Alaska Goldpanners. Starting in right field, wearing the number 10 is Carl Peters. Playing in center field, wearing the number 9, Ty Barango. Playing in left field, wearing the number 7, Eric Smelko. Starting at third base from North Pole, Alaska, number 11, Alex Garcia. Starting at shortstop, wearing the number 8, Logan Ritteman. Starting at second base, wearing the number 5, Eddie Alfaro. Starting at first base, wearing the number 37, Tyler Stone. Catching for your Alaska Goldpanners today is number 28, Donovan Redfield. And the starting pitcher for game 1 for your Alaska Goldpanners is number 45, Parker Smith. Today's designated hitter for your Alaska Goldpanners will be number 4, Logan Wimberly. And the rest of your Alaska Goldpanners were field managed by Mr. Brett Blackschmidt. His assistant coaches are Carlos Gonzalez, Jack Gonzalez, Logan Smith, and Omar Lazaz. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you all please stand. Kindly remove your caps and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner. Now, Goldpanner fans, we have a very special guest heading out to the mound to throw today's ceremonial first pitch. Alaska Goldpanner fans, please welcome to the mound, Carter Kramer. Carter happens to be the son of one of the realtors from Summers Sotheby Realty, who are today's game day sponsor. Carter, throw out the ceremonial first pitch.
Perfect.
Carter, thank you for throwing out the first pitch. All right, baseball fans, on the count of 3, I want you to yell out, play ball. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
All right, welcome back to Fairbanks, Alaska. Growden Memorial Park here. Fairbanks, or Alaska Goldpanners doubleheader today since last night was rained out. Hockey night rained out last night, so today we'll play 2 for Father's Day. These 2 teams have met twice so far in this 4-game series, so this series will get wrapped up today. Doesn't look like we have any rain in the forecast. Wind blowing. It was sunny earlier, so it's Fairbanks Summer has not decided what it wants to do yet this year, so we've seen pretty much everything. So we've got a doubleheader today, 2 7-inning games with the Alaska Goldpanners and the Kingsmen baseball team. Now, Kingsmen, when they first came in here, were coming in undefeated with a 4-0 mark, and the Goldpanners have put 2 losses in their record now. So Kingsmen now 4-2 on the season, and your Alaska Goldpanners at 6-2 in this season. So Panthers on a nice little roll here, looking to see if they can pick up 2 more and get the series sweep over the Kingsmen baseball team from Rock Hill, South Carolina. So again, last night the hockey night rained out, so game number 2 will become hockey afternoon here with your Alaska Goldpanners. Summers Sotheby Realtors, the game day sponsor today. Goldpanners will have tomorrow off, and then they will start a series against the Michigan Monarchs on Tuesday, and then of course Wednesday, the 118th Midnight Sun game with the first pitch scheduled to be thrown at 10 p.m.
This number 3, Darian Whitaker.
The Kingsmen in the yellow and black, and the Goldpanners back to the red jerseys. Alex Garcia from North Pole back into the lineup and playing third base. Darian Whitaker will start things out here for the Kingsmen, and he will look at strike 1 with Parker Smith on the mound for the Goldpanners. This afternoon, wind blowing towards right field. Last night we had the cage fights over at the Carlson Center, and I do the announcing in there, and I know as I was going to the Carlson Center about 5:30, it was dark, black clouds. They put a delay on it and then decided to cancel the game. And so you can see some wet spots out there on the field and still drying out some of the spots around the grandstands. But you know what, the grass looks great with a little bit of rain. So now we just need a little bit of sun here in Fairbanks, especially coming up on the Midnight Sun game as solstice approaches. And there's a strikeout for Parker Smith.
Now up to bat for the Kingsmen is number 2, Micah Connor.
So Micah Connor now the shortstop this afternoon in the first game for the Kingsmen. And he gets one off the handle right to the second baseman. Routine and an easy out as Peters handles that one. And got Tyler Stone back on first base.
Now up to bat for the Kingsmen is number 18,
for the
Cam
Panthers.
Troyer.
So 2 up and 2 down. Cam Troyer, the right fielder, steps in for the Kingsmen, left-handed batter. 2 down. And that one inside for ball 1. Troyer plays for Liberty University and calls his home Greenville, South Carolina. Two 2-0 the count, and that one high for ball 3. So Troyer ahead in the count with 2 outs. And he takes ball 4.
Now to bat for the Kingsmen.
First walk for Parker.
Bryce Frederick.
And that will bring up Bryce Frederick playing third in our first game of 2. If you start to hear some thumping and rattling, there's a Father's Day car show going on over in the parking lot at the Carlson Center, and they also have a sound competition. So if things start to shake and you feel it, it's going to be that bass that some people have. And the car show wraps up at 4, and you're going to hear a lot of tires burning, as well as many of the car enthusiasts like to show what their vehicles can do. 6 straight balls now thrown here by Parker Smith as it's 2-0 after walking Cam Troyer with a 4-0 count. This one popped up into the stands. Watch out.
You okay over there? Beautiful. You got yourself a souvenir baseball.
They better give it to her. Again, just like any sporting event you go to, keep your eye on the ball when it's in play, or keep your eye on the puck when it's in play. And speaking of pucks, here comes the steal, and the throw gets past, gets out of the infield, and now going to third, and the outfield having a tough time with it. So now down to third is Cam Troyer. I think they'll put a throwing error on the catcher on that one. Troyer, that was a tough-looking slide, kind of almost just came to a screeching halt as he went to slide into third. And then Barango playing center field for Alaska in this first one. And that one kind of bobbled around. And now they got to watch out as the throwback from the catcher gets over the pitcher's head. So Goldpanners, after getting the first 2 outs, is a little sloppy right now. 2-2 with 2 down, and Troyer at third for the Kingsmen. And there's a shot, and the shortstop can't get up to that one, and Kingsmen will get on the board with a little 2-out rally as Troyer comes in to score. Bryce Frederick with an RBI.
Now up to bat for the Kingsmen is number 5, Nick Solorzano.
Nick Solorzano will step in for the Kingsmen. Solorzano, the catcher. Going to get in there and brush all the chalk from the batter's box out. High for ball 1. Kingsmen on Friday night put 4 up in the top of the first. And that one catches the corner, and here comes the runner again. And this time they get him on the steal attempt. So Goldpanners clean it up, and they get the attempted stolen base, and they could hit him out for out number 3. Kingsmen score 1 here in the top of the first.
Another run up on the board. We head to the bottom of the first.
All right, welcome back here. Father's Day doubleheader with your Alaska Goldpanners. Kingsmen get on the board first with a 2-out little rally there, making it 1-0 here as we go to the bottom of the first. And Logan Redeman will start things out for the Goldpanners. Redeman hitting .318 on the season so far for Alaska. Left-handed batter steps in. Ball one low. Michael Gracer on the hill for the Kingsmen. And here comes a shot and right to Whitaker. A couple steps back for him. So Redeman gives it a drive, but routine for Darian Whitaker out there in center field. Now Carl Peters with a big move up in the line out. He was batting ninth. Moved him up into the 2 spot, batting .333 this season so far for Alaska. And that one low into the dirt for ball one. Peters with 21 at bats, 7 hits, 4 runs batted in for Alaska. And takes a big cut for strike 2. Again, doubleheader day, so 2 7-inning games. We'll see Happy Boy out there in the middle of the 5th for the 5th inning stretch. Takes a look at strike 2. Now behind 1 and 2 in the count. Yukon 800 wrapping up today. Racers should be coming in pretty soon if they haven't crossed the finish line already. And that one, tough for Patterson, the first baseman. Thought he was at it. Unable to make the catch out there in foul territory, so we'll go back to Carl Peters with a 1 and 2 count and 1 down. So the heart of the summer getting into things now as we get ready for solstice week. And of course, Midnight Sun game always falls on summer solstice day. Midnight Sun run always Saturday of solstice week. So that's coming up this coming Saturday, the Midnight Sun run. And then downtown Fairbanks will be abuzz with the Midnight Sun Street Festival going on. And that one's going to be fouled back and out of play.
That foul ball is brought to you by the Gold Daughters. Visit the Gold Daughters out on the Steeps Highway across from the Alaska Pipeline Viewpoint.
See if the weather will cooperate. Kind of looking partly cloudy and temperatures maybe near 70. There's a little knuckler. First baseman's got to get it, and they can't get him at first. So Goldpanners Carl Peters will get on. Patterson having to come way off the bag as Gracer coming over off the mound. Patterson, the first baseman, almost doing like a shortstop throw up in the air. Pretty much all he could do. So Panners with a runner on and 1 out. And now Ty Barango comes up for Alaska, hitting 185 here on the season. 27 at-bats with 5 hits, but 3 runs batted in. That one outside and low for ball 1. Third of 4 games in this 4-game series between these two squads. Kingsmen came to Fairbanks with a 4-0 mark, 2 wins in South Carolina and then wins here in Alaska over Chugiak, and there's a drive that's going to find its way foul.
That foul ball is brought to you by Hometown Physical Therapy.
1-1 the count with 1 down. No home runs yet in this series. Just 2 home runs hit here by the Goldpanners, and the Goldpanners go for the steal. That one behind the runner, and Carl Peters comes up with a steal. So both teams showing the run early on here in this first one. Two and 1 the count. As Barango double checks with the home plate umpire, Matt Newman. That one high for ball 3. Peters gets back. Still see some wet spots here out on the field. But yesterday was crazy. It was hot, sunny, about 75 degrees, and then a storm blew in. And it was a black cloud, some lightning. Count full now on the called strike 2. Peters dances around, and ball 4. So now the Goldpanners with runners at first and second. And one out.
Goldpanners is number 28, Donovan Ratfield.
Donovan Ratfield with a cleanup spot, batting .381, leading the Goldpanners hitting percentage so far here in 2023. And that one in for ball 1. Taking a look back at second. Second baseman not covering. It's Aiden Rice on second base today for Kingsmen. They're both runners going to go here, and that one off the catcher's glove. So now the Panthers with runners at second and third, and a 1 down on the double steal. Barango would like to get a hold of one here and put the Panthers up if possible. That one off the handle of the bat. They check the runners back and they get the out at first. So 2 outs now as Tyler Stone comes up. Excuse me, that was Donovan Ratfield at that last at bat. Barango on second and Carl Peters at third. Tyler Stone got one of the 2 Goldpanner home runs. Matei with the other one. See if we can get a hold of one here. Get the crowd excited early on this Father's Day Sunday. Outside, evens it up at 1-1. Both teams showing the steals here in this first inning. Got a lot of baseball coming up this afternoon, so. And that one's gonna get through, and that's gonna score 1, and that's gonna score 2. So the Goldpanners now take the lead in the bottom of the first. 2 ribbies for Tyler Stone.
Now to bat for your Goldpanners is number 7, Eric Smelko.
Tyler Stone now with those 2 brings his total to 6 RBIs in the 2023 season for Alaska. Eric Smelko, the left fielder, left-handed batter, steps in with Tyler Stone at first. Ball 1 called. Smelko batting .269. And this one, let's see, high pop fly, third baseman underneath it and then gets it for out number 3. So the Goldpanners put 2 up there and lead this one as we go to the top of the second, 2-1.
Your Goldpanners put a 2 spot on the board. They lead 2-1. Just a reminder, baseball fans, this is the first game of a doubleheader that we're having today. We are playing 2 7-inning games. This game is proudly sponsored by Summer Sotheby Realty. And the second game will be officially hockey day/night here at Growden Memorial Park. So stick around. If you have your hockey jerseys, bring them out. We want you to support your hockey teams.
Base is Peyton for the second out of the inning. San Diego Waves here next. They're off to a good start. Runner takes off. Here's a throw to second base. Oh, it's on the money. What a throw from Shuck. The tag by Harrison. Caught stealing. Ends the top of the 4th. It's 6-0 Pirates. Hit high into right field as he's swinging away. Down the line. It's a fair ball. Caught by Clark. Runner tags from third. Here's the throw. And he's out at the plate. Inning over. Peyton can't believe it. Neither can Armando Gomez, who runs down the line to make his feelings known with umpire Dwayne Clemens.
All right, we go to the top of the second, and the Goldpanners already going to the bullpen here as Parker Smith gets 1 inning in, gives 1 run up, 1 walk, and a strikeout, and now Mason Schmidt on the mound for Alaska. Mason Schmidt plays for San Diego, 6'1", 180-pounder out of Paradise Valley, Arizona. So I'm not sure for the early exit for Parker Smith. But Brett Latchman at the helm. They've known he's got 2 games this afternoon, so we'll see how that goes. 0-2 the count here on Nick Solazarno. Solazarno back up to bat as he was there at the plate when they threw out the Kingsmen's Bryce Frederick on the steal attempt for out number 3. 2-2 now. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Schmidt comes up and strikes out.
Now up to bat for the Kingsmen is number 31.
First batter he faces,
Beavis.
Blake Beavis, the designated hitter in the 6th spot. Beavis, we kind of seen him do it all, pitching, designating, hitting. And he gets that one fouled back for strike 1, and it rolls all the way back to the pitcher. Knuckles that one right down the first baseline. And Stone handles that one easily for out number 2.
Now up to bat for Kingsmen is number 32, Colin Patterson.
Colin Patterson, the left-handed first baseman. Stone have kind of like had some shots right at each other. The first baseman battle. And he fouls that one off the net for strike one. '66-degree day here. Highs maybe might hit 70.
Another one.
Tuesday looking like we'll see some sunshine with temperatures near 70. One good thing about the cool weather and the rain we've had, I guess, no forest fires and no smoke. We have had just a few fires. There's some lightning strikes, one out in Healy and one out near Chattanooga, but quickly put out. 2-1 Panther lead here in the top of the second with 2 outs and an 0-2 count on the first baseman, Patterson. And Patterson, the second baseman, gets down, gets the stop, comes up throwing and gets the out. Great job by Alfaro at second for Alaska. Diving for that one, knocking it down, able to get back up on his feet and get the third out. So scoreless top of the second for the Kingsmen. We'll go to the bottom of 2 with the Panthers leading 2-1.
Also for you baseball fans that are
All right, we're back as we go to the bottom of the second with the Panthers leading here 2-1. Great way to end it there as Alfaro, the second baseman for the Goldpanners, lays out for that one and able to knock it down and come up and watch out. Wow. That's all the way out to second. Now the throw gets past the first baseman and they're going to hold him. Wimberly, boy, you can see just the handle of the bat down there. Man, that broke right off the hands, but went flying by the pitcher. Ended up out there at second base. Coming up, though, trying to get the throw. Gets past the first baseman, so Wimberly starts out the second with, I guess you could call that one a broken bat double. But man, good job by that pitcher as that bat came out there quick. Eddie Alfaro up here for the Goldpanners with a runner in scoring position. Low in the dirt. Good job by Soler-Zarno to keep that one from getting back to the backstop and allowing Alaska to get that runner over to third. Boy, he really had something on that for that bat to go that far out there into the infield. Hector looks over and is like, wow, look out. And that one off the handle to the third baseman. Quick throw for the out. And runner will stay at second. So Alfaro ground out. And now Alex Garcia, former North Pole Patriot, high school player, North Pole resident. Second year playing for the Alaska Goldpanners. It was nice when you get to come home and play in front of your hometown. One out runner at second base. Garcia with a .286 batting average on the season, 7 at bats and 2 hits. Takes a look at ball 1. Garcia, a multi-sport athlete out in the North Pole, basketball and baseball. Probably played some football out there as well. If you're an athlete in the North Pole, you're playing it all. 2-0 the count. Garcia with 2 walks in the season so far. And that one inside for ball 3. Panners with 2 across in the bottom of the second to take the 2-1 lead. Or excuse me, in the bottom of the first, they got those 2. Garcia is going to step out. Sun trying to poke through here on this Sunday afternoon. Ooh, and that one way inside for ball 4. Third walk delivered here by Michael Gracer. And now we go back to the top of the order with Logan Redeman. Redeman popped out his first at bat. Now he's got runners in front of him at first and second. And 1 down. It's been just low for ball 1. So 5 straight balls now delivered by Gracer. Goldpanners started with Parker Smith. Smith just went first inning. And Mason Schmidt came in, and here's a drive. Left fielder has that one. The runner's got to get back, and it gets past the second baseman. So nice throw, but second baseman Ian Rice unable to come up with that one. As Wimberly so 2 pop-ups for Redeman. That's going to bring up Carl Peters. Got on with a walk, got a steal, and has scored in the first inning. I believe we'll take probably a half-hour break between games. Do a little field maintenance, get the rosters all ready. And then it will become hockey afternoon with the Goldpanners. So if you were busy last night, but you wanted to come out to hockey night, now you can come out this afternoon. Kids wear their hockey jerseys, they are in for free. They're going to be raffling off a former Alaska Nanook hockey captain Justin Woods jersey. And that one stays fair. 1 run's going to score, and they're going to hold Garcia at third, and there's a double for Carl Peters. Peters again showing why he is moving up in the lineup.
Now up the back here for the Panthers is number 9, Ty Barango.
So Barango will come up with runners at second and third. Peters with the double and an RBI. Peters now with 2 RBIs in the season. Let's see this one flare out. Foul down the first baseline for strike 1.
Spalding Chiropractic.
Barango, 27 at-bats, 5 hits, 3 runs batted in, 7 strikeouts. Here comes the sun. Cue the Beatles. Drive to center field, and Whitaker going to get that one easily for out number 3. Panthers put another one on the board and now lead 3-1 as we go to the 3rd.
Caught by Clark. Runner tags from third. Here's the throw. And he's out at the plate. Inning over.
All right, welcome back as we go to the top of the 3rd with the Alaska Goldpanners leading this one 3-1, 2 in the bottom of the 1st, and 1 just brought in the bottom of the 2nd for a 3-1 lead of our first of 2 for Father's Day. 2 7-inning games this afternoon.
Another one.
Strike 1. Schmidt will stay on the mound for Alaska and delivers strike 2. Check swing first, strike 3, said he went around.
Now
In Rice with the strikeout.
Jack Davis.
Second K for Mason Schmidt, who came in the top of the 2nd. Jack Davis, the left fielder. Looks like a curveball for ball 1. Ball 2 called. Jack Davis plays for Limestone University out of Taylors, South Carolina.
Another one.
2-1 the count. My brother visiting this summer up from South Carolina. Says, yeah, like Alaska summer is much better than the South Carolina summers. 90 degrees and hot and humid. Wow. Davis was walking down the baseline, thought it was ball 4, and they call strike 2. Now a full count on Jack Davis with 1 out. Now he'll get to take the base. First walk issued by Mason Schmidt.
Kingsmen, it's number 3, Darian Whitaker.
Darian Whitaker styling with the pants up above the knees. Still going with the headband. Got his routine, takes a little bit to step in. Whitaker, though, with some wheels out there in the outfield. Looks at strike 1. Runner at first, and one out, high and outside. Evens it up at 1-1. Again, now the sunshine out. Gonna dry up whatever leftover moisture is left. And just getting back in there. Nice quick delivery from Schmidt over to first. Davis. Gonna be spitting out some of the dirt. Scott Ginger, your first base umpire. Now here comes the steal attempt and the throw. And he's safe. Another stolen base here for the Kingsmen. That is their second one unofficially, and now you've got Davis at second. And there's a long drive. Peters, and that one is gone. So a home run for Darian Whitaker. First homer in this series between these two squads. And we are tied now at 3 apiece here in the top of the third. So Davis, so 2 RBIs for Whitaker on that homer. We just got it where that wind was blowing as well, so a little help from the wind here in Fairbanks. Tie ball game, 3 apiece in the top of the third. 1 out, and now Micah Connor, the batter for Kingsmen. They're going to check if he went around down the first base umpire. Scott Ginger says no. 1-1 the count. High for ball 2. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be watching the Alaska Goldpanner baseball.
Another one.
And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Garo will be back next week. Tuesday and Wednesday for sure. He'll be back in Thursday and Friday. And a pop fly out to Smelko for out number 2.
Now to bat for the Kingsmen is number 18, Cam Troyer.
Cam Troyer, the right fielder, with a walk and a stolen base and a run scored for the Kingsmen. And he's going to send a drive out to center field, but Barango right there for out number 3. The Kingsmen put 2 up and tie us up at 3. It's a 3-all as we get ready to go to the bottom of 3.
Next, behind to left, a base hit. Around third comes Clark. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Clark scores. Brock Rudy wins it for the Goldpanners in the bottom of the 10th inning. And the Goldpanners storm the field. They win the Midnight Sun game at 39 minutes past 1 in the morning. An improbable, magical win for the Goldpanners here in 2022. An emotional roller coaster comes to an end here at Fairbanks at Growden Memorial Park. Another incredible ball game in the Midnight Sun game. The head coaches shake hands around home plate, and the Panthers win it 10-9.
All right, back here as we go to the bottom of the third, tied at 3 apiece. Donovan Ratfield stepping in. Ooh, and Ratfield takes that one in the back.
That hit by pitch is proudly sponsored by Satterberg Law Office.
First hit batter here by Gracer. The opening game between these two teams, 5 hit batters in that one. Friday much better, I think it was just 1, so 1 now with a runner on first for the Goldpanners. As Tyler Stone, the first baseman, up for Alaska. Stone takes strike 1. Stone, 6'3", 230-pounder from Scottsdale, Arizona, playing from Iowa Western. And the throwback to first. Back easy is Ratfield. Stone batting .208 on the season for the Goldpanners. And the runner's going to go, and now another throw, and that gets through the infield, but second baseman covering up and gets that one. So another stolen base here for the Goldpanners is Ratfield. Now over to second. Stone with a 1-1 count and no down in the bottom of the third. Again, we'll have our 7th inning stretch in the 5th. And we'll see Happy Boy out. And Andrew Button, our public address announcer, just announced that Summer Sotheby Realtors were going to have something going on as well in the 5th inning over in the beer garden area. It's great that they get so many sponsors that sponsor pretty much every night for Goldpanner baseball. 2-2 here on Tyler Stone. Stone with 3 walks in the season. That one fouled back off the handle. So again, Panthers with a day off tomorrow, which will probably mean they're doing some clinics or something for some of the kids in the Fairbanks area. And I know they played American Legion last week on their day off and held some clinics for some of the younger baseball players, and that one fouled back the other way by Stone. Count will stay at 2-2. 3-3 tie. Doubleheader Father's Day. Wind blowing out now. As you can see the center field flags blowing towards the dog park across First Avenue. Outside. Fills the count. Four hits and 3 runs for Alaska. 2 hits, 3 runs on the home run by Whitaker, the first home run in the series in its 3rd game of 4. Stone wasn't quite sure, but that is a ball 4. Tyler Stone now at first, and Gracer now with 4 walks in his 3 innings of work. Eric Smelko popped out his first at bat. Runners at first and second with nobody down. That one outside for ball 1. Wind now's kind of shifting direction back over towards right field. As you look around here from up here in the press box, see people at the baseball fields around Growden. Folks and their dogs over at the dog park. People out riding on the bike trails. Summertime in Fairbanks, solstice week. Gonna get a meeting here at the mound with 2-0 the count. as Ratfield will go out. Excuse me, that's Solazarno having a meeting with Gracer on the mound. Tyler Stone at first. And Donovan Ratfield at second got on. He got hit by a pitch and then stole his way over to second, and this one fouled out of play. Goldpanner parking lot is packed right now with the car show going on across the street at the Carlson Center. Glacier Garage putting on the Father's Day car show, and looks like a nice crowd over there. And again, when you start to feel the press box shatter, we know that the car audio competition is on. Two and one count. Gracer checking that runner at second and comes off and nobody there. And we'll get reset. Smelko, another left-handed batter. And that one inside, swing and a miss for strike two. Smelko in 26 at bats, 7 hits, and 3 RBIs. And just catches the outside corner, and he looks at strike 3. So the first strikeout for Gracer as Smelko goes down looking.
Number 4, Logan Wemberly.
Logan Wemberly, the DH for the Goldpanners. Wemberly with just 6 at bats, 2 hits, batting .333 with runners on first and second. A tie ball game, and that one's going to go right off the roof here of the press box.
Grandstand. Oh, that hit the roof. That ball is brought to you by Hometown Physical Therapy.
Kids all now start charging to where the ball goes. It's good to see all the kids here with their baseball gloves at the Goldpanner games. Picking up those souvenirs, and they can always get them signed after the game. And here comes a shot to the second baseman, and he bobbles it. And we've got bases loaded for the Goldpanners. Wemberly with a hot shot.
This home plate cleaning is probably
so now Ratfield at third, Stone at second, and Wemberly the DH.
Now up to bat for your Goldpanners is number 5, Eddie Alfaro.
And now Eddie Alfaro steps up with 1 out and bases loaded in front of him. Grounded out his first at bat. Takes a strike 1 as that just caught that inside of the plate. Wind blowing out again. That one to the third baseman. They're going to bring it home, and it's over the catcher's head, so the run's going to score. And now here comes Stone to home, and he slides in, and he is safe. And now we got another run coming in, another throw at the plate, and that one gets by. Wow. And going to third is Alfaro. Wow.
Somebody call up Otter Dental. We got a home plate to clean up.
Wow, they're going to have to, a couple errors on that one. Brings in 3 for Alaska. Wow. Give him 3 RBIs. Ratfield scores, Stone scores, and Wemberly scores. Ball 1 inside. Well, that's the way to bring some runs in. All kinds of problems at the plate for Kingsmen. Fouled over to the Goldpanner dugout. 1-1. Man, good base coaching for the Goldpanners. Seeing all the confusion going on. And a swing and a miss on Garcia for strike 2. Garcia with a walk, his first at bat. Panthers now with a 3-run lead here with 1 out and a runner on in the bottom of the 3rd. Again, Solar Zarno having to be the hockey goalie on that pitch. So 4 errors, they say, on Kingsman here. Garcia chops that one down the first baseline, but will bring in a run. So Alfaro, 4th run across here in the bottom of the 3rd. And that makes it 7-3 Goldpanners. Back to the top of the order with Logan Redeman. 2 pop outs for Redeman so far in this first game of 2. Panthers with 4 across, extending their lead to 7-3 with 2 outs. Game number 2 will start about a half hour at the conclusion of this first one. Panthers leading the series 2-0. And now leading by 4. Again, a nice crowd here on hand for Sunday afternoon, Father's Day. Chopper to the first baseman, and he's going to handle that and get out number 3. So the Panthers get 4, now lead 7-3 as we go to the top of the 4th inning.
Just a reminder, fans, that this is the first of 2 7-inning games that'll be happening today. The second
gives the Goldpanners a 3-2 lead. And absolutely no doubt when that one came off the bat.
by number 22, Sean Rimmer.
A monster blast over the left field fence here at Growden. And Yavapai Sean Rimmer, the All-American, gives the Goldpanners the lead. And now he's going to try for 3rd.
All right, now the top of the 4th inning. Bryce Frederick will start things out here for Kingsmen, trailing now by 4. 4 across for the Panthers there, 3 of them. All coming in with some errors happening, and now they've got it officially 5 errors. And this one's going to come right back at the scoreboard. Watch out for our scoreboard operators next to us. Watch out down below. Man, that thing with some heat coming at you. So that was just under the windows up here in the press box.
Emotional damage.
And let's see.
Hit by pitch, probably.
And now Frederick gets hit by a pitch, and he's taking a little time to recover. I was looking down at the crowd. I didn't see where he got hit, but kind of squatting down right now. I didn't see, kind of like looking at his head, so both general managers set it off the side of his jaw possibly. So first hit batter for Mason Schmidt. Mason Schmidt came in the top of the second. Checking with the trainer here, doctor for the Goldpanners. Just kind of wiping his jaw right now, taking his time. As you can see, their head coach, Joe Hudak, taking a look at him, making sure to see if he's okay. He'll be able to continue. So sometimes when you get hit in the head, you know, I don't know what the concussion protocol sometimes. Kind of talking things over, is going to put the helmet back on. It looks like he's going to make his way down to first base. So nice round of applause for Bryce Frederick, as he will stay in the game and go to first after getting hit by the pitch. Joe Hudak talking things over with the home plate umpire, Matt Newman.
Number 5, Nick Solorzano.
And now the catcher, Nick Solorzano, struck out in his first at bat. He's got Frederick up ahead of him on first. So both teams now have hit a batter. And that one low, ball one. No outs, top of the fourth. 7-inning game for our first of 2 this afternoon. And that one outside is Frederick gets a jump, but we'll hang it first. Again, Wednesday night, the granddaddy of them all, Midnight Sun game, is Frederick has to dive to first. First pitch, 10 o'clock. And that one in for called strike one, makes it 2-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Solorzano again struck out his first at bat in the top of the second. 5th inning, we will see Happy Boy in the 5th inning stretch. (7-3) Panner lead, full count, runner at first, and the runner's going to go, and ball 4. So would have got there either way, and now Schmidt with his second walk. Blake Beavis ground out his first at bat. Beavis, a designated hitter in our first game. Runners at first and second and no outs. Be a nice time for a Father's Day double play. And there's a drive, but that's going to go foul into the Goldpanners bullpen.
Ball is brought to you by Spalding Chiropractic.
Panthers with a couple guys stretching out in the bullpen right now. Nobody in the Kingsmen bullpen. Knuckleball goes in high. Ryan Latchman making his way out to the Panner bullpen. There's another one fouled out of play into the parking lot.
Parking lot, heads up.
Hit something. Maybe the back tin here on the stairs leading up to the press box. Looks like we got a Boy Scout troop over here as well as some Boy Scout leaders in their Boy Scout uniforms. Ooh, high and inside. It's Beavis. Let's give a little Keanu Reeves Matrix move out of the way. 7-3 Panner lead, top of the fourth. No outs, full count. Runners at first and second. And they call strike three. Beavis thought it was number 4. Not going to get the call.
Now up to bat for the Kingsmen is number 32, Colin Patterson.
Third strikeout for Schmidt. And Colin Patterson ground out in his first at bat. Patterson plays for the Indiana U of Pennsylvania, calls home Butler, Pennsylvania. Troutman up working in the Goldpanner bullpen. Taking a look at his pitches, sidearm thrower. Again, runners at first and second, one down. Panthers would like to serve up a double play ball here and get out of this inning. Panthers put a 4 in the bottom of the third. Some troubles for Kingman at the plate. And then here's a high pop fly. Alex Garcia will get underneath that one. Boy, kind of swirling around, had to readjust, but makes the out. Patterson pops out.
Now to bat for the Kingsmen is number 6.
For out number 2, Aiden Rice, the second baseman. Now with runners on, see if he can do something here. And we're going to get a trip to the mound here by the Goldpanners. So we'll take a break here as they have a meeting at the mound with your Goldpanners leading 7-3 in the top of the fourth. And we are going to get a pitching change. So looks like Troutman will be coming in. So we got a pitching change here. Again, your score 7-3, top of the fourth. Panthers lead on Father's Day Sunday.
Proudly sponsored by Pacololo Supply Company. Now pitching. He can turn around for a quick second. There he is. From Fairbanks, Alaska is number 44, Andrew Troutman.
All right, we've got our pitching change complete. Coming in for the Goldpanners is Fairbanks' own Andrew Trotman, 6'4", 215-pound right-handed pitcher. Plays for UT Permian Basin. Saw the story on the Goldpanners website that he was also a bat boy at one point growing up here in Fairbanks. And now on the mound for the Goldpanners, and he inherits runners at first and second and 2 outs. With Aiden Rice at the plate, and he looks at strike 2. So 0-2 is Trotman bringing the heat. Coming in relief, third pitcher for the Goldpanners. Mason Schmidt leaves with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. He's going to get credit for giving up 2 runs. Double, well, no, just going to need the 1 as Garcia gets that one at second. So that will do it for the top of the 4th. Couple stranded here, 7-3 Goldpanners.
Here's the 1-1 from Agnew. Line to left, a base hit. Around third comes Clark. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Clark scores. Brock Rudy wins it for the Goldpanners in the bottom of the 10th inning. And the Goldpanners storm the field. They win the Midnight Sun game at 39 minutes past 1 in the morning. An improbable, magical win for the Goldpanners here in 2022. An emotional roller coaster comes to an end here at Fairbanks at Growden Memorial Park. Another incredible ball game in the Midnight Sun game. The head coaches shake hands around home plate, and the Panthers win it 10-9. Matthew Pinal is your winning pitcher. Tyler Agnew takes the loss, and Brock Rudy does it again for the Goldpanners. The winning RBI single to score. Caden Clark in the bottom of the 10th.
Of the Midnight Sun game.
All right, we're back here.
Here's the 1-1 from Agnew.
Will lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th for the Goldpanners. Panners with a 4-run lead in the bottom of the 4th in a 7-inning game here. Our first of 2 with last night's rain out for hockey night. So hockey night will become Hockey Father's Day afternoon. Summers Sotheby Realtors sponsoring the Sunday afternoon game.
Lucky baseball fan gets to go home with another souvenir baseball, proudly sponsored by the
Tuesday night, when the Michigan Monarchs come to town, Northern Star Resources will be the sponsor. And if you bring in 2 books, if they're used books at home, just make sure they're gently used. And that will get you in for free. And that will go to the resource agency here in Fairbanks. So bring in 2 books and you get in for free for Goldpanner baseball on Tuesday night with game start at 6:30. And then Wednesday night, the Midnight Sun game with start time at 10 p.m. That one backhanded by the third baseman and gets the throw, the one-hopper, into the glove of Colin Patterson.
Now up to bat for your
Carl Peters now with a walk, a double and a ground out, an RBI and a run scored and a steal. So Peters putting it all into the scoring column, this time grounding out to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Ty Barango playing center field in our first game here this afternoon for Alaska. Gets a called strike 1. Barango hitting 185 early in the season. Panthers with a 6-2 mark. And there's a drive to center field. Whitaker will watch that one right into the glove for out number 2.
Walking up to go back for your Goldpanners is number 28, Donovan Ratfield.
Donovan Ratfield with the high batting average for the Goldpanners. Comes in with a 381 average. Ground out his first at bat. Got hit by a pitch. And then got a stolen base and scored in the bottom of the third where the Panthers put up 4. And inside, little check swing for Ratfield. Ratfield plays for Gonzaga. Bulldog baseball. Let's see if the catcher is going to be able to get to that one into the gravel. Boy, spuns around and gets it for at number 3. Goldpanners, 3 up, 3 down. Score will stay 7-3, Alaska. All right, as we go to the top of the 5th, we're going to pan over to the beer garden as Summers Sotheby. Their special today, everybody gets one free beverage over in the beer garden. So it was a massive exodus over there. People now lined up all the way down the stands to get that free beverage here on Father's Day. So nice little treat for your Sunday afternoon. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Grounder to the second baseman. And an easy out for Alaska.
Back to the top of the line.
As Jack Davis
number 3,
grounds out. Alfaro playing that one, staying down on it for out number 1. Darian Whitaker. Center fielder will step in. Whitaker with a home run in the top of the 3rd. 2 RBIs on that homer. Like to get something going here is, again, just 7 innings with a doubleheader, and swings out at that one, and that's going to fall in. Puts that one in play. So Whitaker.
Now up to bat for the Kingsmen is number 2, Micah Connor.
Gets on with the base hit. Boy, just kind of reaching out and getting the meat of the bat on that one, and puts it in play. Micah Connor, 0 for 2 so far in the game. Ground out and a pop fly.
Another one.
quick gift price. We're going to give you an idea how long the beer line is going to be on Wednesday night here for the Midnight Sun game. As you can see, it's still back here. GM John Lorkey going to go over and manage the crowd. So for the Father's Day, a little bonus Father's Day gift with a free beverage. Dad should be getting free beverages all day today. Inside, ball 1 and 2. With the speedy Whitaker over on first, always a threat. 1 foot in the dirt, 1 on the turf. And that one's going to get through. Let's see if Whitaker is going to go, and bobbled by Peters in right field. So now runners on the corner.
Now up to bat for the Kingsmen will be
So base hit here for Connor, and Peters unable to come up with it, and that will move Darian Whitaker over to third base. There they go. Now they're going to move the line into the beer garden. One down, runners at the corner. Panners lead by 4. And that one fouled out of play.
Heads up. It's another foul ball brought to you by the Gold Daughters. Come for the gold, stay for the fun with the Gold Daughters.
And our second game will start about a half hour after conclusion of this one. And here's a shot out to center field. Barango right under that one, and Whitaker will tag and score easily. And Connor will stay at first. So Cam Troyer.
Now on back at the Kingsmen is number 28, Bryce Frederick.
Out number 2. But an RBI. Now a 3-run Goldpanner lead. And they're going to send Connor back and just in safely. Curveball for strike. Trotman now in relief. Third Goldpanner pitcher, Parker Smith, came in, pitched 1 inning. Mason Schmidt, almost 3 complete, and Trotman came in with 2 outs in the top of the 4th for Alaska. Runner's going to go, and this one is going to go foul down the first baseline.
Another foul ball brought to you by Hometown Physical Therapy.
Curved off by Bryce Frederick. One and 2 count. And they're going to have to send somebody out there to get the ball as it's... You can see the whole pack of kids wanting to get the souvenir. 1 and 2. And this one fouled back out of play.
Heads up behind me, heads up.
Count will stay 1 and 2, 2 outs. 1 across so far here. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Trotman will get his first strikeout, and we're going to go to the 5th inning stretch, and that means Happy Boy is on the way.
Grab your kazoos. To everybody that's got a free beer. You enjoying your beer? Yeah, I know somebody who may enjoy a beer later on today if he makes his way out of the dugout. Come on, fans, get up on your feet. Need to make some noise. He's got to get out of his way. Here's Happy Boy! goes in. He can use a beer. Now up to bat for your goaltenders here in the bottom of the 5th inning is number 37, Tyler Stone.
All right, a quick visit by Happy Boy 5th inning stretch. Since we are doing two 7-inning games this afternoon. 7-4 Panners as we go to the bottom of 5. Tyler Stone, Goldpanner first baseman, will lead things off here. Stone with a base hit and 2 RBIs in the first inning and a walk and a run scored in the third.
Heads up in the parking lot. Or over by the bullpen.
Sends that one out to the Panner bullpen with lefty throwing down there for Alaska. Got action in the bullpen as well for Kingsmen as Michael Gracer still on the mound with the start for Kingsmen. That one gets past Solderzano, but nobody on, so nothing hurt. Makes it 1-2. One and two now. 3-run Panner lead. Panners 7 runs on 4 hits. And you look at the 5 errors there for Kingsmen, giving the Panners quite 3 of those. It came across in the bottom of the third with some errors at home plate. And that one fouled back and out of play. 1-2. Line still winding through the beer garden for the free beverages. And another one, that one short out in front. So there we're going to get the wave over there to the bullpen from head coach Joe Hudak. Let's see if he's going to get through Tyler Stone here. 2-2 the count, but Joe Hudak, as he just tipped his helmet out to the bullpen. Well, looks like Gracer's afternoon going to be coming to a close possibly here after Tyler Stone's at bat. Goldpanners also with a pitcher up in the bullpen. This one, Chopper. Pitcher's going to cover and get the out.
Now up to bat for your goaltenders is number 7.
Well, they're going to keep Gracer in there.
Smelko.
Yes, Eric Smelko comes up. Smelko 0 for 2. Strikeout and a pop out. Well, nope, now we are going to go to the mound. So it looks like we're going to get a pitching change as Joe Hudak is heading out to the pitcher's mound, and he brings the infield with him. So we will take a break as we see a pitcher coming in from the bullpen. 7-4, Panners lead this one in the bottom of the 5th.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it a round of applause for starting pitcher number 27, Michael Gracer.
All right, pitching change here for the Kingsmen. In now is number 7, Ryan Fluharty, 6'1", 190-pound right-handed pitcher. Plays for USC Upstate. Calls Burton, West Virginia home. Eric Smelko at the plate. Ball 1, 1 down here, bottom of 5. Father's Day Sunday doubleheader with last night's rain out.
Foul ball brought to you
Gives us
by
2
the
7s, and
Goldpanners.
our next game will wrap up the 4-game series between the Goldpanners and the Kingsmen. Panners leading the series 2 games to love. And here's a drive, and that one's going to go in for a base hit for Eric Smelko. Panners with a runner on with 1 down and a 3-run lead. Logan Wimberly, 2 for 2, and he has scored twice. Four hits, 4 runs, and 5 errors for the Kingsmen. 7 runs on 5 hits for Alaska, and that one's going to get past the pitcher. Let's see if he can find it as the runner around second, and he's on his way to third, and they're going to hold the ball. Catcher looking up in the air, back at the backstop. So Eric Smelko on the pass ball now down to third. So Lozarno having a tough time picking that one up as it gets past him with Ryan Fluharty in relief. Outside, ball 2 on Eric Smelko, batting .269 for the Globetrotters. Goldpanners. It'd be an interesting game. You would imagine you would see the Globetrotters take on the Savannah Bananas. The Bananas are the Globetrotters of the baseball world. Man, if you haven't seen any video of some of their games, just pure craziness. I saw one video, they had a guy on stilts batting and they had to pitch up to him, and he actually got a hit and made his way down the first baseline, standing about 15 feet tall, and that one gets through the infield, and another run will score for Alaska. Wemberly now 3 for 3 and an RBI.
Now to bat for your Goldpanners is number 5, Eddie Alfaro.
Eddie Alfaro grounded out and then knocks in 3 in the bottom of the third. Well, I think he got him credited with the errors. Lead back to 4 for the Goldpanners, bottom of 5, 1 down. Wimberly over at first. Ball 2 called. And another one down in the dirt, one hopped by the catcher, Solorzano. So Hardy's struggling just a little bit here. 3-0, and now we're going to get some more players out to the Kingsmen bullpen. Fouled back, strike 1. Goldpanners still with a pitcher in their bullpen. Looks like that would be Daniel Sotelo. So we'll see if he gets in. the contest. Yeah, and the runner's going to go, and they're going to call ball 4. So now Panners with runners at first and second as Alfaro draws the walk.
Now up to bat for your Goldpanners is number 11, Alex Garcia.
Alex Garcia coming up 50 Cent with his walk-up music and the magic stick. See if he can get some magic off his bat right here with runners at first and second with 1 out. Garcia with a walk and a ground out, but a RBI on the ground out. And sends that one. It's going to get through. Well, let's see if the pitcher's going to get there in time, and he does. Good cover by the pitcher and flew Hardy. As Patterson dives out, so it gets past him, but Rice able to pick it up. But we will advance the runners as Garcia grounds out, but moves the runners up now. Goldpanners with runners. At second and third with a 4-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th, and that one outside. Back to the top of the order, Logan Redeman, 0 for 3 in the game. And he's going to send a high pop fly. And that will do it for the inning. Davis has to get in on that one. Panner score 1, score down 8-4 as we go to the top of the 6th.
Absolutely crushed to left by Sean Rimmer. You're welcome. The rim shot onto 2nd Avenue gives the Goldpanners a 3-2 lead. And absolutely no doubt when that one came off the bat.
By number 22, Sean Rimmer.
A monster blast over the left field fence here at Growden. And Yavapai Sean Rimmer, the All-American, gives the Goldpanners the lead. And now he's going to try for third. Here comes the throw, and it's there and out at third base. Is Peyton for the 2nd out of the inning. San Diego Waves here next. They're off to a good start. Runner takes off. Here's a throw to second base. Oh, it's on the money. What a throw from Shuck. The tag by Harrison. Caught stealing, ends the top of the 4th. It's 6-0 Pirates. Hit high into right field as he's swinging away. Down the line, it's a fair ball. Caught by Clark. Runner tags from third. Here's the throw. And he's out at the plate. Inning over. Peyton can't believe it. Neither can Armando Gomez, who runs down the line to make his feelings known with umpire Dwayne Clemens. Absolutely crushed to left by Sean Rimmer. You're welcome. The rim shot onto 2nd Avenue gives the Goldpanners a 3-2 lead. And absolutely no doubt when that one.
Goldpanners with a pitching change. Now we have Logan Drummond on the mound. Drummond plays for Chico State, 6'1", 185-pounder. Lefty out of Lodi, California.
Heads up by the beer garden, heads up.
Foul ball out of play down the first base side with Nick Solizarno. Leading out.
Heads up behind the grandstand.
And another one.
Foul ball is brought to you by Hometown Physical Therapy.
Solizarno sends out a base hit to center field to start out the top of the 6th.
Now up to bat for the Kingsmen is number 31, Blake Beavis.
Blake Beavis, 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. And that was Solazarno ahead of him. Solazarno with a walk and a strikeout, and now a base hit to start things out here in the top of the 6th, with the Kingsmen trailing by 4. This one may get to the beer garden. Watch out, off the concrete, a one-hopper into the beer garden.
That foul ball is brought to you by Big Daddy's Barbecue, home of the beer garden.
People saving their beers over there. Free beers for that inning from Summers Sotheby's Realty. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Another one.
Beavis had yard on his mind. 0 for 2, the count with no outs. There's a drive, just foul though. Nice shot down the third baseline. So Beavis will stay with an 0-2 count. And the steal got him. So double play with the strikeout.
Now up to bat for the Kingsmen is number 32, Colin Patterson.
So you get the strikeout and the steal attempt and the throw out. Makes it a double play and clears the bases. Colin Patterson,
Another one.
the first baseman up. Strike 1. Drummond, the lefty. This one fouled back off the netting. Now behind in the count, 0-2. Haven't started hearing the thumping yet over at the car show, and here's a little flare that goes out and falls in for a base hit for Colin Patterson. Peters and Alfaro both sprinting for it, but drops in between them. So Patterson gets on. Kingsman looking to try to get something going here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And that one right into the glove of Alfaro for out number 3. No runs in. That'll keep the score at 8-4 for your Alaska Goldpanners as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
Here's the 1-1 from Agnew. Line to left, a base hit. Around third comes Clark. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Clark scores. Brock Rudy wins it for the Goldpanners in the bottom of the 10th inning. And the Goldpanners storm the field. They win the Midnight Sun game at 39 minutes past 1 in the morning. An improbable, magical win for the Goldpanners here in 2022. An emotional roller coaster comes to an end here at Fairbanks at Growden Memorial Park.
Leading off for your Goldpanners here at the bottom of the 6th inning is number 10, Carl Peters.
Welcome back as we go to the bottom of the sixth with the Goldpanners leading 8-4. 7-inning games this afternoon in the doubleheader with the rain out last night for hockey night. It'll be hockey afternoon on this Father's Day Sunday as we get 2 in. Sun trying to come back out through the cloud cover on a cool afternoon here in Fairbanks. Temperature is in the mid-60s right now with a light breeze blowing towards right field, and there's a drive out towards right field. And Troyer will handle that one easily for out number 1.
Number 9, Ty Barango.
Ty Barango. 2 pop outs, a walk, steal, and a run scored for Alaska. Off-speed pitch for ball 1. Two and 0. Ryan Fluharty in relief for Michael Gracer. Sends in strike number 1. Kingsmen would like to get 1 here in Fairbanks as they came into Fairbanks with 2 wins in Alaska. Wins over Matsu and Chugiak in Anchorage. Right now 0 for 2 in the interior. That one kind of off the handle, up high and routine for Troyer in the outfield for out number 2.
Now up to bat for your Goldpanners is number 28, Donovan Ratfield.
Donovan Ratfield, the Goldpanner catcher. Ratfield got hit by a pitch in the 3rd, then comes up with a steal and scores a run. 4-run Goldpanner lead, bottom of the 6th. And that one high and inside with another off-speed pitch. Lots of dads and their kids in attendance this afternoon. Hockey Day coming up next. If you're in the Fairbanks area and your kids have hockey jerseys, have them throw them on and they will get in for free. Come meet some members of the Nanook hockey team. I believe Ice Dogs are going to have some representatives here, and some the different hockey associations with Hockey Club Fairbanks and Arctic Lions will be here as well on this Father's Day Sunday. As we get the walk here for Ratfield. Hardy now with 2 walks, and Tyler Stone. Stone with a base hit and 2 RBIs in the 1st, then a walk and a run scored and a ground out. 2 outs with a runner on for him, and that one into the dirt, and the runner's going to go, and here comes the throw. Oh, and Connor unable to handle the throw. It was right on the money. Unable to pick it up and put the tag on. So that'll move Ratfield down to 2nd in scoring position with 2 outs, 1-0 count on the Goldpanner first baseman, Stone. Low for ball 2. And now we're going to get another meeting at the mound. And we do have somebody up and throwing in the Kingsmen bullpen. I think it's going to be a quick visit as head coach Joe Hudak kind of called off the infielders just to stay in their position, so it doesn't look like this one's going to go very long. Again, as we take a look at the schedule here coming up for next week. Panners with Monday off. Tuesday, I'll start their 5-game series against the Michigan Monarchs Tuesday night at 6:30. Then Wednesday, of course, the 118th Midnight Sun game that'll start at 10 p.m. And then they've got to come right back and play Thursday night, and that one will start at 6:30. Friday night, you've got the Monarchs and the Goldpanners. And then they will wrap up that series on Saturday afternoon with a 2 o'clock game. And then the Panthers with a few days off. Coming back Thursday. Well, no, it looks like they're going to hit the road. They'll be back in Fairbanks July 6th as they take on the Fairbanks Adult League. So after the Michigan series, the Panthers hit the road. 2-1 with 2 outs and a runner. Second base for Tyler Stone. Again, if you have not gotten your tickets for the Midnight Sun game, it's always advisable to get those in advance. That way you know you're going to get in here at Growden. And you can also avoid standing in that line of people buying their tickets. And that line will be long. Man, foul ball, but just foul. Stone yet to brush off the dirt unless he's tried, and what's left on his jersey. The stomach of his jersey loaded with Growden Park dirt. Full count, 2 outs, runner at second. And Fluharty steps off, and now gets ready. And here's a high drive. Whitaker going to come in and take that one for out number 3. So we will go to the top of the 7th, and we'll see if the Kingsmen can keep this one going as we go to the top of the 7th with the Panthers leading 8-4.
Absolutely crushed to left by Sean Rimmer. You're welcome. The rim shot onto 2nd Avenue gives the Goldpanners a 3-2 lead. And absolutely no doubt when that one came off the bat.
By number 22, Sean Rimmer.
A monster blast over the left field fence here at Growden. And Yavapai Sean Rimmer, the All-American, gives the Goldpanners the lead. And now he's going to try for 3rd. Here comes the throw, and it's there and out at 3rd base. Is Peyton for the 2nd out of the inning. San Diego Waves here next. They're off to a good start. Runner takes off. Here's a throw to 2nd base. Oh, it's on the money. What a throw from Shuck. The tag by Harrison. Caught stealing. Ends the top of the 4th. It's 6-0 Pirates. Hit high into right field as he's swinging away. Down the line. It's a fair ball. Caught by Clark. Runner tags from 3rd. Here's the throw. And he's out at the plate. Inning over. Peyton can't believe it. Neither can Armando Gomez, who runs down the line to make his feelings known.
We're back here as we go to the top of the 7th.
Dwayne Clemens.
Last chance here for Kingsmen, trailing by 4 in game number 3 of this 4-game series with the Alaska Goldpanners. Panners looking to improve to 7-2 on the season. Jack Davis to lead things off for the team from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Sends this one to Garcia, has to backhand it. And the throw is off the mark, and now it's off. And then easily to 2nd base is Jack Davis on the throwing error.
Back to the top of the lineup for Kingsmen. Now batting is number 3.
So now Whitaker comes up. Whitaker with a home run. in the third inning, brought in 2. Got on in the 5th inning with a hit, just kind of putting his bat out there, trying to get something going, and knocked that one out into shallow center field for a base hit. So Whitaker having a good afternoon here for Kingsmen. Strike 1 on Whitaker. Davis at second. And strike 2. And that one outside for ball 1. Four Panners. 4 runs on 7 hits, but 5 errors for Kingsmen. And those errors hurt with 3 runs coming across at home. 2-2. Davis dancing around at second. High for ball 3 and a full count now on Darian Whitaker out of North Greenville University. Wow, and big swing and struck out. Looking to go yard again on that one, but unable to connect. Out number 1 comes via the strikeout, and it's Logan Drummond's second K in relief. Yeah, knuckled off the handle, out of play.
Foul ball is brought to you by the Gold Daughters.
0-1, and Jack Davis still at second base for the Kingsmen. Down to their final 2 outs in this first game of our Father's Day doubleheader. And he's going to get a shot. Let's see, the center fielder retreats back and gets it, and Davis will advance to third, but now down to their final out are the Kingsmen.
Now up to bat for the Kingsmen,
Cam Troyer. With a walk and a steal and a run scored in the first, and then a pop fly RBI in the 5th, and then also popped out in the 3rd. He's got Davis at third right now, but 2 outs on him, trailing by 4 in their final at bats here in the top of the 7th. And he looks at strike 1. And another one. Curveball catches the corner. Kingsmen now down to their final strike. Wow, reaching out for that one, and a run will score. So Troyer keeps their hopes alive as he gets on. And Jack Davis comes in to score.
Now pitch hitting for the Kingsmen baseball team is number 21, Jack Killalay.
Jack Killalay comes in to pinch hit, and we'll have a trip out to the mound here for the Goldpanners with 2 outs and a runner at first, 1 run in. And that makes it 8-5. So we'll take a little break here. Well, it looks like we're going to get a pitching change. So handing the ball off is Drummond. So Drummond heads out, and we will go to the bullpen with the Goldpanners leading by 3 with 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
This pitching change is proudly sponsored by Papalolo Supply Company. Now pitching for your Alaska Goldpanners is number 27, David Rudgrove. Who's having fun here at Growden Memorial Park on a Sunday afternoon? The sun finally came out. It's appropriate to play this song.
All right, we got a pitching change here for the Goldpanners in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. David Rudgrove out of Hope International, 6'3", 190-pound junior right-handed pitcher, comes in looking to close this one out with a runner at first base. 1 run in, 8-5, Panner lead. And the pitch hitter and Jack Killalea. See if they can get a 2-out rally going to keep this one going here in our first of 2 this Father's Day Sunday. And low for ball 2. Panners now on their 5th pitcher in a short game. That one outside. 3 straight balls makes it 3-0. Have to say that Killalea probably going to look at this one. Runner at first. And strike 1 looked at as expected by Killalea. Killalea out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Plays for the U.S. Naval Academy. And strike 2 called. Now full count. And again, down to their final strike possibly for the Kingsmen baseball team. Runner's going to go, and that one fouled out of play.
Up in the beer garden, heads up. Well, no, that's across the way.
Way out of play into the Goldpanner Pavilion Park. Now the kid's climbing the fence to go get it. One gets over the fence. Full count, 2 outs. Runner at first. Runner goes again, and here's a shot, and that gets through. Now going to third, and the outfielder bobbles it, and they're still going to hold the runner at third as Killalea comes up with a base hit.
Now up to bat for the Kingsmen is number 5, Nick Solorzano.
And so now Troyer over at third, and Solorzano will come up with runners at the corner. Solorzano representing the tying run here at the plate. 2 down. Big cut for Solorzano.
Another one.
Solorzano with a strikeout, a walk, and a base hit, and then got thrown out on his steal attempt. Sends that one out. That's going to get into the bullpen as well of the Panners.
Another foul ball brought to you by
Panner player has to dance out of the way of that one. 0-2 now. Here we go again. Now possibly down to their final strike for the Kingsmen. Or can they keep this 2-out rally going and keep their hopes alive? And that one fouled out of play, so
Heads up in the bleachers.
Hope's not dashed yet.
One lucky fan gets to go home with a souvenir baseball.
Looks like they kind of wrapped up the car show over there. Boy, I didn't hear any tire burning, didn't hear the stereo competition. Might have heard a little bit, but I was expecting a lot more thumping this afternoon. And that one high and outside for ball one. Makes it 1-2. Again, runners at the corners. With Solizarno representing the tying run at the plate. And again, fouled out of play, and watch out.
Hey, that guy got it on a one hopper. Very nice.
Another souvenir. It looked like it went to a father over there on Father's Day. And kid's all looking for it, and he puts it in his pocket. And we're going to get a meeting here between our catcher and pitcher for the Goldpanners as the sunshine makes its way back out here. Always a welcome visitor. Again, Panthers with a day off tomorrow, and then we'll start their 5-game series against the Michigan Monarchs. Tuesday night, first pitch at 6:30. Wednesday night, first pitch at 10 o'clock at night. Midnight sun game without the use of artificial lighting. That one into the dirt for ball two. 2-2 the count with 2 outs, top of the 7th. Now again, could this be the final strike for Kingsmen in their 3rd game here against the Goldpanners? Wow, taking a look at it. Makes it full, 3-2 the count. Solizarno, being the catcher, knows what he's looking at, so decides to take it and loads up the count. See what Rudgrow can bring. And here's a shot, and let's see if this is going to drop in, and it does, and 1 run is going to score. They'll hold the runner at 3rd. So Solizarno, man, working the pitch count in there. Comes up with an RBI base hit as Blake Beavis comes up. And now Beavis representing the go-ahead run. Beavis, a designated hitter. 2 strikeouts and a ground out with runners at the corner. 2 runs across with 2 outs for Kingsmen. Nothing else for Kingsmen. Might give them a little momentum going into the 2nd game this afternoon. And there's going to be a shot, but Garcia is going to handle that one for the out. So Alaska will hang on and take this one. Valiant effort there in the top of the 7th by the Kingsmen to make it interesting, but the Panthers will take this one 8-6. That'll move the Goldpanners to 7-2 on the season, and now 4-3 for Kingsmen. We'll take a break here and get ready for our 2nd of 2. They're going to talk over about the timing there, but we'll be back within half hour to 45 minutes or so for the final game of this 4-game series between the Alaska Goldpanners and Kingsmen. So once again, your final in our 1st game on this Father's Day Sunday. Panthers take this one 8-6.
For actually 39 minutes from now.
40 minutes till first pitch of our 2nd game of this doubleheader. So once again, 8-6 Panthers take this one. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm Ken Beemeyer for everybody here at the Alaska Goldpanners. Thanks for spending part of your Father's Day Sunday with us.
We'd like to thank Summer Sotheby for being Game 1 sponsor for today. So make sure you stick around, get yourself some food from the concession stand. We will have first pitch at 4:50. Now for some musical entertainment. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.